crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs. Today I wanted to come to you with making some cards out of stickers that were from the Dollar Tree. So I was jumping on the Dollar Tree sticker bandwagon, and I went in there the other day and found these tin metallic looking stickers, and I thought they would be really cool to do some kind of a mosaic, mixed media, you know, some kind of cool thing like that, with metals or so I just want to go through these briefly with you. I love these little hearts. We have keys and locks, and then look at this mosaic tiled with a little bit of blue in there. There's like the old cameo kind of style, and then some tin bugs. And look at this. This looks like shattered glass. Like if you really wanted to do that mosaic look. And these two, same thing. And then these are more of the tin looking ones, the metallic. And then these look like actual tile. I just fell in love with these. I thought these were so pretty. And then there's this one, a little bit different color palette. And then we have this one that looks like the tin ceilings, just so pretty. And then they also had, I got these are like a layered paper, so they have dimension on them. I like the heart especially. That's really pretty. And then they also had these cool Robon transfers, and I really liked the jellyfish and the seahorses on there. So that is the collection of things that I got to play with. When I came home and I was trying to figure out how to plan a card, what I did is I wrote down, I had a little scrap, and I wrote down the measurements of all of the sizes of the stickers. So then I just cut out the pieces and made like little, I just jot down like a little map, if you will, of, you know, how could I make this go together? What would be the right sizes? So for example, these are the 1-inch squares, and this is a 2x2. So you could do something like this. Or you could swap out one of the hearts or another one of the shapes for in the middle. So that was one style. Or you could fill in, if you had enough of the 1-inch stickers, you could fill it all in. And I don't know where my last pink one is hiding. Oh, here it is. Like, otherwise we could just pretend this was all filled in. So then you could do like a mosaic kind of thing. Also you can kind of do an offset sort of thing. So here's a 2x2. These are 1x2. And then so you could do it like that. And then one that I liked that I came up with, which kind of gave you more of that mosaic effect, is to do like this. Okay. And then I took a scrap, and I have this post-it tape, and this is 1/6 of an inch. And I just, you know, not really being exactly precise, but just kind of laid out this grid. These would be for the stickers that are 1 1/4. So this would just be an easy, you know, 3 by 3 grid to do, or you could swap out the middle. Let me show you. I think like one of these or this heart would fit there. So I find it valuable when you're trying to play and like figure out, okay, I want to do this kind of a thing, is cut out the sizes of the stickers that you have, and then, you know, just have a play. Just piece them together, see what, you know, works for your eye and what do you like together. And since we're doing, you know, like kind of a tiled mosaic look, the options really are limitless. You can just mix and match to your heart's content. So I'm going to get some supplies together and we can get started on our first card. For this one I wanted to use, we can kind of mix and match. I'm leaning more towards this one because I really like the blue-green in here. But we can do a cool mosaic looking. This is glossy paper. This is the white glossy from Simon Says Stamp. You don't need to use glossy paper. I wanted to kind of do it as an experiment to see if it would shine through these and maybe make it look more like a tile. So that was my thinking there, but you can totally use just plain paper. And everything I do use today I will list in the description box. I do have affiliate links, and obviously I encourage you to use whatever you have, but if anything today piques your interest, that information will be there for you. So I cut this at 3.5 inches square. I'm not certain exactly how much of this is going to be taken up, so I want to start building in the corner and then we can cut off the edges as we need. So the first thing I wanted to do was I just want to put in a border on the top and the left side, and this is just giving me the correct spacing. So when we are all done, I will put this tape also on this side and on the bottom, and then I'll know exactly where to cut it, and all of the borders will be the same. I just don't know how much of this we're gonna be using, so I think it'll be easier to how much of this paper that we're going to be using. So I think it'll be easier to start building in the corner, and then we can finish off the right and the bottom border after. So for the sketch, I want to use this one. I thought that would be really cute, so I think I'm going to lean more towards this one for this card. Oh, they are clear. I was hoping that they would be clear. That's awesome. Okay, so this 1 by 2, which is right here, I really wanted to use this. I love this sticker. So I'm gonna try, I have a T-square ruler, and I'm going to try to keep these things as straight as I can. So here's hoping. But I'm lining this, so the edge of this is the edge of the tape where I put the border of the tape. And I'm going to line it up with underneath this border of the tape and against this side, because I want to try to get these as straight as I can, hopefully. A little bit off. I wonder if I can pull this up. No. Okay, we are sticky stuck. We can cut it later and straighten that back out if we need to, so no big deal. Let's see. So we need a 1, 1. I really like these blue. Okay, so now we need 2 1s or a 1x2. Let's see. I think we'll do this green one again. Okay, now all that's left is this 2x2. I think I'll do this one. Actually, it's a little bit bigger. Let's see. 2. Oh, it is a 2x2. One of these things is off a little. Okay, so now we have our beautiful mosaic. Alright, well, it's kind of bugging me that that was short a little bit. This one is a little bit smaller. So on this other set, there is this one that has a section right here that we could just cut. And hopefully that will fill in oh, look at that. So don't be afraid to cut up your supplies to make it work for you. Okay, so since we are off a little bit with that, what I'm gonna do is, let me see, I'll put the tape on first. That might be able to help me. I'm gonna cut this so that I can make it straight. So I'm just running this right along the bottom of the tiles, which might give a visual help to the cutting. Alright, so I'm going to use my guillotine trimmer, and I can also look through here and line up the edge of the tiles. Just need to take a little off this side and this side. Alright, so we have that set. And you can always, like if your images are off a little bit, you can always use your trimmer to make things straight again. You just have to kind of pick a point on your project and then start cutting, you know, at an equal amount and line it up, you know, along the side. Or I don't know how to explain what I'm saying. But you might have to cut on an angle to make it look straight, make your picture look straight. So you can always use your trimmer to fix up anything that is not straight. Alright. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. That's so gorgeous. And this is just stickers. And now we have a beautiful focal piece for our card. I'm going to give this a little bit of a back rub once I get this tape off. I just want to make sure those stickers are sticky stuck on that. Alright, so what did we end up with? Just a little bit less. It's still about 3.5 by 3.5. Let's see. I wanted to make a little mat for this. I have my Spellbinders book here. Ooh. That matches perfectly. I think it's a little much. Let's see. I think this one. I'll just add just a little. I don't know. This really pulls out. Decisions. Oh, I like this one though too. Oh, this is really pretty. Or if we want to go a little bit darker. I'm going to try this one, the blue spruce. We can cut it and we can check. If I have specialty, like a brand of cardstock. I like to keep it in a binder, so that way I know all of those colors are together and I can just go right to that binder. So like Gina K or Spellbinders or Concord and Ninth, I just keep them each in one binder. Alright, so if we're at 3.5, because I only really want a smidgy border. Alright, we'll go with 3 and 5/8. I think that must be. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks so cute. Alright. Let's put this on here. Just gonna use my tape runner. Okay. Alright. So I kind of want this to be pretty clean and simple. But I wasn't sure if we should do a square card or put it as a A2 card. And I have, let's see, I really like this Hello. This is in the Vintage Summer from Gina K. Let me take this out and see. I think we'll just go with this. And then, I think that would look really nice. So we'll just do, we'll put the Hello right on here. Let me get my mini Misty here. Alright, I was trying to think if I wanted to do a colored ink for this, but now I think I'm just going to do black. So I'm using the Lisa Horton Crafts Solid Black. This is kind of a delicate font. I don't want to squish it. Oh, I like that. this. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love this. Okay. All right. This is good. This is good. All right. I'll put this on the front. I was thinking about popping this up, but I think because the stickers are puffy, I'm just going to put this right on. Okay, here is our sticker tile card with a beautiful mosaic looking on there. We have our little hello. I think this turned out fabulous. It's just a sweet little card. Awesome. Alright, on to the next. Alright, for our second card, I was doing a grid. I wanted to lay this out off camera so that I didn't bore you to death with it. But basically I took my post-it note tape, the 1/6 inch. This is a square card that's 4.5 by 4.5, and this is the Spellbinders brushed silver. In this case I wanted to go for kind of a tin tile ceiling look. That's kind of where I was heading, so I wanted to do it like a grid. I used my lines on my mat here to help me put the tape across, and each of these is an 1.25 inches, so I just made sure that that I had enough room to do all these, and each block would be the 1.25 for these. So alright, we have a couple of options. I do have, so there's 9 squares, but there's 8 stickers. So I do have a second one, or depending on how this goes, we could put in either a heart or this dragonfly, or maybe the little butterfly, whatever fits in that middle one. So we will have to see when we get there. But let's get putting these on. So I think there is some repeats, so we just kind of need to be mindful that we're not doing the exact ones next to the exact ones. Ugh, these are super duper sticky. Alright, so I'm just trying to center these up as best as I can. Okay, so let's see the one that looks similar. This one. So I'm just trying to kind of put them away from each other, so it's not like this one and then this one. And this is where the fun is, where you can lay this out however you want. how pretty these are. Oh, alright, so then we gotta figure out what we want to do here. I kind of like that one. Let me take these out and look. Alright, let me take the tape off and then we'll get a better idea, I think. Alright, let's see. Oh, this looks so pretty. I do have a card base. This is a 5 by 5. So you take a sheet of paper and you do it 5 by 10 and then you score it at 5. And I will list all the measurements in the description box so you don't need to remember any of that. So this was the plan. I wanted the blue to bring out the blue in here. So I have to think of what we want to do with this. I really like that dragonfly, but let's try this heart. Look at this. This is gorgeous and so easy and cheap, which is awesome. Alright, so here is our second card, and here is our first card, and they were all made with our stickers from the Dollar Tree. I think these came out amazing. Like, this would be such like a nice like love or thinking of you card, and this is just so cute with the hello. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so don't be afraid to go to Dollar Tree and get some of these amazing stickers and see what you can create with them. If you're not already a subscriber and you found value in the video today, I would love it if you could click that subscribe button and join my crafty community. We would love to have you. Come join me over on Facebook, Pinterest, and my new blog at egidesigns.com. And until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Here are a couple more videos I thought you might like. Thanks so much for watching.